Alright, this is Robert Forsch with the YouTube channel Truth. We've got the high tide right now, and I've got the YouTube channel I call Truth. Please hashtag my name in a Google search. Help the rankings for that if you like to. And I've got a variety of content on different platforms, and you'll see the content that's there for that. So I wanted to go on up here and do a little video of some of my friends out here surfing. Hope you enjoy. So the premise for what I'm about, there's the truth and a whole bunch of everything else. And I want to expose the reality of that. At least what I believe the reality of that actually is. What I did here is went ahead and shoveled up some sand. Gives me a bit of a presence here, and the water will end up going around, and in that I fill up some buckets with water to make it a little bit stronger, sturdier. It sticks together better. Last year in the Grand Strand we had 20 million guests that came here. That's the North Carolina border, about 3 miles, actually I believe about 5 miles away, the Intra-Coastal Waterway. And this is of course the Cherry Grove Fishing Pier in front of the Prince Resort. And there are cameras on the pier and on the bait shop right here that are online. You can go to Surfline or the Prince Resort, Cherry Grove, South Carolina. That is an online camera as well. I meet fascinating people from all over the world that come on out here. Literally all over the world. And my phone number is an anytime number if you have any questions on the content that I'm sharing. I would prefer to call the official narrative propaganda. We've been lied to for a long time about a lot of things, and I've got powerful evidence to back that statement up on my channel. And Twitter and Instagram. Awesome ride, man. Oh yeah, I'm going to record for a while and then I'll be out. Awesome, Cameron. And the pylons in the middle of the view are where the Intracoastal Waterway meets the ocean. Looks like my friend James. Nice ride. And right over here is what I called the Truth Mobile. Got my name and number on the back there. If somebody wants to reach out, I get calls from all over, even when I'm driving. Very interesting indeed. Birds like to hang out. I feed them. D'Annunzio's is a bakery right down the street from us, and I'm able to bring a lot of excess bread. All right, here we go. So now it definitely sounds like the tide is going out. The waves respond quite a bit different. I'm convinced that the fountains of the deep mentioned in Genesis are still operational. Oh yeah. We've got a firmament up above us. It's a structure. Whoa, I gotta get this out of the way. Sorry about that. The firmament is a structure above the stationary level Earth. The flood that Noah prepared for had three water sources: the fountains of the deep, the windows or windows of heaven, and rain. And the reason why that matters is there's actually archaeological evidence of the Noah's Ark discovery in the mountains of Ararat. I've got that on my channel. Ron Wyatt discovered that. He also discovered Sodom and Gomorrah. The reason why those facts are important is I believe the biblical narrative is relevant and matters for eternity. People are basing their beliefs on information, sometimes it's intentionally deceptive. That's why I encourage everybody to seek the truth with all your heart, because it matters for eternity. Where will you spend it and why? So it's the illusion of choice. The child of Satan is not interested in that. He or she wants worldly pleasure, and Satan a lot of times will accommodate that individual. So I've got evidence of that on my channel. Those that have admittedly sold their souls for fame, fortune, and Jesus says to that, what will it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his soul? So I've got powerful documentaries on my channel exposing the reality of the world that we live in. It's like show and tell for adults. So there's mystery with history, there's anomalies in photographic and textual explanation of our world. John Levi does an excellent job exposing a lot of that mystery with history, and I feature a lot of his content on my channel as well. So I've got a research library where I include the comment quite often on a video added to that, excellent or amazing analysis added to my AI research library, sharing through the Truth Network worldwide. Just so you know, amazing analysis can be positive or negative. And I put it there because it can be interpreted either way. A lot of people that are unaware of some of the grand illusion that has been perpetrated on humanity would be offended if I just outright and told them that they were deceived. However, they may discover it when there's a level of curiosity. Like, for example, hey, what's with the Truth Channel? For the people I meet out here, and then in a comment on a video, it may be, oh, what's in the research library? I wonder what that looks like. So curiosity is like lubricant for the cognitive function. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 says to everybody forever, they refuse to love the truth and so be saved. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion. That's Cameron. He gets a lot of rides and has a really enjoyable style to watch. Hey Corey, surf's up, man. So what I wanted to show too is the tides for today, as you can see. So where the sun and the moon appear and vanish on the horizon changes through the seasons of the year, as well as for the moon it changes quite a bit even through a month, through the phases. So I've got documentaries that expose the reality of that as well. So the short, quick version is where the sun and the moon appear and vanish on the horizon, and their duration of visibility indicates that they are in fact moving above the stationary and level Earth. Keep in mind there would be no level anywhere on a spinning water ball, spinning, wobbling water ball hurling through space. Now, biblical cosmology is unpopular. It's not really a flat Earth, it's stationary and level. We've got elevation illustrated right in front of you with the way that the water seeks level. It's tides coming in, we can see the reflection of the buildings and people and birds and all of that. This is a sea level liquid mirror. People reflect off of the water, they reflect on their lives, past, present, future, hopes, dreams, regrets. That's Connor. He's one of our lifeguards here. Does a great job. He's got a day off. Actually, the season for guarding is over right now. Had an opportunity to interact with Connor for quite a while now. Fine young man. Awesome rides, Connor. And that's Corey. I don't know every surfer by name out here, I just meet many of them. Definitely, James. I've ridden that board before. So the symmetry of the reflections on the water indicate that the surface of undisturbed water is level, flat and level. Hey man, you got some excellent rides there. All right. That's Ben. Ben does beach services quite often out here. Had a day off. So even the water, the bubbles coming out of the sand indicate that it's displacing the air. The water is displacing the air. So water seeks level, covers the face of the stationary and level earth. We've got water going into the water table down beneath, and the wells in the area here have a high sodium content from the ocean, the salt water. Unfortunately, much of the municipal water has fluoride in it, which is toxic, which is why I bathe and drink highly purified reverse osmosis carbon filtered water. I'll put a quarter cup of baking soda, boron, which is borax, and magnesium sulfate, all healthy, powerful electrolytes. So I put my water in glass and in the sunshine. So one of the things that happens is when water is warmed up, it expands. So do you know how much a gallon of water weighs? Well, it actually depends on the temperature. The volume and density of water changes with temperature. It's about 8 pounds, but it changes. And that temperature differential drives the water cycle of the world. The evaporation, condensation, and precipitation in all its forms: rain, snow, sleet, fog, hail. So please explore my research library that has content covering a wide variety of topics, including beautiful time-lapse videography and nature videography from around the world, and hard-hitting documentaries exposing the reality of the world we live in. Also an audio Bible merged with the beauty of creation you may enjoy as well. Thanks so much for your public and private encouragement.